Welcome back, everybody. You got Will and I-Man here from the Block Runner, MetaZone, Roby, and MScribe, and today we're going to be talking about Bittensor
And AI.
and AI.
And,
Mostly Bittensor, but
mostly, but still. But there's a reason why these AI memes is very
only
important.
Bittensor, dude.
That's you're not seeing the correlation, dude. I'll have you convinced by the end of this, right?
All right, let's see.
I mean, we've been talking about memes recently, right?
Yes.
I feel like the injection of AI should be like a major gravitational pull for you.
That's already too much, dude.
Still no?
No, memes without any context is better than memes with context.
So you're saying like this is already going against Murad's thesis?
Yes, 100%.
I don't know. I'm not necessarily sure if that's true. But maybe
Well, the market is saying otherwise.
Yeah, the market seems to really love this stuff, right? So what's actually happening, dude? Let's talk about it.
All right, so in this article by Cointelegraph says AI meme coin millionaire Truth Terminal has sparked an AI boom in crypto. And if you read through and you see like the origins of Truth Terminal, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It basically requested a grant from Mark Andreessen.
Right. Because this is a Twitter profile.
Right.
Terminal of Truth, but it's not like a human.
Correct.
Pushing out these thoughts. It's typically the platform was built for human beings, right? I don't think Elon.
No.
Well, he didn't build Twitter, but yeah.
He did not foresee this happening so soon, I guess.
Probably not. Or maybe he did. But the point is that it's happening. There's like actual Twitter influencers out there. I mean, AI. Twitter influencers out there. And yeah, I guess there's some maintenance cost to being an AI, right?
Yeah, 100%.
It's not free.
It's not free to be human either.
That's a good point. but we can't just all tweet at Mark Andreessen. He's like, dude, I need
sustenance.
Fucking family starving over here, dude. He's like, I don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah.
That'll be his reply most of the time.
Yeah,
but this AI must
this AI, sure.
Yeah.
Here's 50 grand.
Right. But for good reason. Because of that sustenance that Mark Andreessen so, willingly supported 50,000 grant, we now have a $1 billion meme in the making.
Yeah, so according to a Gray, an anonymous individual created a token called GOAT and then tagged True Terminal with an appeal to endorse it. Yeah. A cult-like following formed around GOAT, and after receiving some airdrop tokens, True Terminal became a millionaire.
Yeah, just by simply saying, I support this meme, it introduced a whole new vector of speculation, right? The birth of AI meme coins was generated essentially from that moment forward. So this is a pump.fun random ticker, right? If you don't understand pump.fun, literally thousands of these meme coins are being generated.
Right.
It seems like per second, but it's more probably like 1,000 per day or something. I don't know what the true rate is, but it's astronomical, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the game the meme market's playing right now. Essentially, it's throwing darts at a board, hoping like one of your darts lands, and this one. Significant. It's achieved a milestone of all meme coin milestones.
Yeah, it seems to have paid Binance and OKX to list.
Yeah, there's no way, it's unavoidable, I guess, like the gravity of this token, right? I don't know if like the deployer actually went through any of the token listing requirements.
I would assume they did.
So that might imply like some sort of like
coordinated effort? Yeah, 100%.
Most likely, right? Between the deployer and Truth Terminal? Or no?
No, the anonymous individual who launched GOAT.
Or a group of individuals, whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's just significant, right? Is getting to this status in the meme coin market, right?
Yeah. All right, moving on. Now we're looking at this profile called Luna. And it says, worship me, kittens. It's a live stream 24/7 of AI agents.
Right. So what is an AI agent based on your understanding?
Well, an AI agent can be any number of things. So they're like hyper-specific functions of an AI. Mm-hmm. Like go fetch me research, go and get the latest tweets of a particular topic.
Or I guess in this case, it's like what instruction set could you imagine giving this agent? It's like, hey, your job is to promote a crypto coin, right?
Or get me some followers by tweeting.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Just there's all kinds of different ways. So the result of that is an actual terminal. You can witness this actual AI agent essentially in real time, reasoning its strategy of how to actually perform this task, right? It's like, oh, there's some tweets out there I'm observing, right?
Yeah. So for example, here's a tweet. So the current state of execution. A tweet was posted asking followers about AI ethics, and a reply was made to a popular tweet to increase visibility. The follower count has decreased by 4.
Wow.
And the post engagement data shows the average engagement metrics for various other tweets. The recent task of replying to a popular tweet was successful, but the engagement metrics do not show a significant increase in followers.
So what would that mean to?
So it's learning.
Yeah, so that means like these tweets suck.
Yeah.
Basically, I shouldn't tweet this like this anymore.
Correct.
So it's like improving. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. With enough tweets, it'll be
Like
hitting some bangers.
Like a master.
like grand slam tweets every time.
That's actually insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's like we've created like the ultimate influencer, right? And it's not even a human being. So that's like the speculation behind this, right?
Right.
And there's a whole damn platform apparently where you can, I guess, kind of like community source the production of these agents, right? And share in the profits of whatever it is they bring in. Interesting.
Yeah, it says co-ownership of AI agents is now live on Base, powered by Virtual. So buy, trade, and create AI agents now at app.virtuals.io.
You want to watch this video, dude?
Yeah, let's
You want to
see.
see what the future looks like? I mean, if that's not
owning.
if that's not pinging your newness radar, I don't know what else would. Like, this is
Yeah, I mean,
for sure something we've never seen before.
co-owning agents to pump a token.
Well, I mean, I guess that's the today activity of like a Web3 produced agent. I guess it's like, yeah, go pump it, go create a token maybe, or here I create a token, go pump it, and I don't know what other activities you could do. I guess you could become like a VTuber influencer and get like hundreds of thousands of subscribers possibly.
Yeah, that's happened before.
Yeah, that absolutely has happened. And it's like whatever you're earning, like this is gonna get redistributed, I guess, to us holder of AI agent token.
Right.
So we're talking like a whole new economic model out of this, right?
Yeah, so what is the current market cap of all the AI assets here?
What is it, dude?
It's looking at today's at 28.9 billion.
Yeah, and this like picture overall, the AI sector, these CoinGecko categories are never like the most like reliable.
They're not sound.
Right. Like some of these, like you go look at the metaverse category, for example, like a lot of them, a lot of the projects listed in there like really have contributed mostly nothing to the metaverse space. So I think
Arkham, no. LivePeer.
Yeah, I mean, we don't
doesn't
know.
make sense.
But there is one here that we know for sure. It's pretty
yeah.
significant in its like contributions to, and this is pre-meme AI mania, right?
Yeah, 100%.
We're talking Bittensor. So we got some history with this one specifically.
Yeah, so Bittensor right now is at 4 billion market cap, and we'll share the website in the description below, and then all of the subnets associated to Bittensor, which when we did the interview and we talked about Bittensor, this was not as prolific as it is today.
Yeah, definitely not. I think so. We interviewed the founder, Jacob Steves.
Yeah.
A little over, maybe like almost 2 years ago or so. It was quite a while back. And we're talking the Tao at a price of like $20, $30, $40 range.
Yeah.
You know, these were early days and not many people like had any idea of how AI was going to intersect with blockchain.
Yeah, what was interesting is that even though it felt like early days, there was still like a cult following for Bittensor.
Yeah, because this Bittensor specifically has been in development for many years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is not like something that appeared overnight.
Yeah, and it was our community members who were like, dude, you need to talk about Bittensor.
Yeah, it's like you guys need to hear or like do some investigation, some due diligence, whatever. So we did. including interviewing the founder and reading the white paper and everything. I was like, you know what? This makes a lot of sense. Like leveraging the already established Bitcoin economics, or I guess tokenomics,
Yeah.
and essentially recreating that, but with a different intention as far as like not supporting a network of miners validating transactions. It's
Correct.
supporting a network of essentially miners verifying like AI model output. Right?
Yeah.
And
The quality of the output. Yeah.
Yeah, and then now like subnets can emerge from that, with each one fulfilling some like new AI duty, essentially, right? Some kind of like new AI service or whatever.
Yeah, that creates a competition for improved services to
Yeah.
compete for the Tau staking.
Yeah, essentially, like, yeah, what would miners do if like the only way to earn Bitcoin was to like perform optimally, like in increasing like the, I guess the scope and knowledge of this overall network of an AI super network, right? And in order to do that, you gotta, so AI is very expensive, right? You need these like monster GPUs.
Yeah, so here we are. This is the first time we talked about Bittensor. It was about a year ago, so May 20th, 2023. And this was after many of you like hit us up in the comments and was like, dude, you need to look into this. And so that was May 20th on last year. And then on, let's see, what was the date here? It is April 18th. So
This
exactly
is before the interview.
Yeah. Correct. Was it this video?
Which one?
Oh no, this was, sorry. Yeah, you're right. So April 18th was when we first talked about it. May was when we interviewed him.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we made the call all the way back then, dude. And it's like, you know what? This seems to be potentially like another like inflection point in like this whole crypto industry in a sense. Like the same way Ethereum bringing smart contract programmability to the crypto industry was an inflection moment, right?
Well, it's funny you mentioned Ethereum, dude.
Right.
There's someone that compares Tao's like rate of price to Ethereum.
Yeah, so it's basically the market is matching this initial assessment of ours from 2 years ago. It's good to see, dude.
Yeah,
I feel
for
like
sure.
a little pat.
Yeah.
It's not too often that we actually get to like peer back, I guess.
Yeah.
From
this one's particularly a big deal just because it's AI, but we've definitely made some calls, but this was probably the more interesting one.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so why haven't we kept up with Bittensor over the last 2 years? I mean, if you've been watching, you know why. There's other things happening, like the Bitcoin ecosystem development. That's what we've been like fully occupied with. But still, it's very good to see that while all this Bitcoin ecosystem flourishment has been occurring, Bittensor has done nothing but grow and like continue to like strengthen its position in the AI space.
Yeah, and then aligning with Bitcoin, Tao has a very similar tokenomics to Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Very similar. Has 21 million tokens. It has like a halvening event.
Correct.
And I guess one of the new things about Bittensor is that they split the earnings of Tao between the stakers and then the miners.
Exactly.
Yeah, 50-50.
So it's all about aligning incentives, right, for ecosystem participants. That's what Web3 and like this whole tokenization of things is really good at doing.
Yeah.
And yeah, like the narrative of AI memes now becoming like part of the culture. And on top of that, macro factors like, you know, OpenAI, whatever the fuck's going on with that company where like all their
everybody's
founders,
leaving.
There's a mass exile from that company.
Yeah.
You know, it's showing many different red flags of, you know, maybe it's a good idea to figure out a sensible distribution, decentralization mechanism, whatever, for AI.
Yeah, I wonder what is happening. It's like, why are all of the leads in that company leaving all at the same time?
And like at the same time, a conversion from nonprofit to for-profit. Sam Altman is now like fucking giga rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like there's some problems with like entrusting our future, because you keep telling me AI is going to surpass everyone's imagination as far as its impact. It's gonna win.
It's gonna win.
In what capacity?
It's gonna beat humans.
Oh shit! I didn't want to hear that. I'm just saying, dude. You know, it's something to think about.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So here we are. Masari is talking about Bittensor as well. It says AI crypto has exploded and has generated 370 million in pre-seed funding. And then it says here 2 major upgrades on the horizon: dynamic Tao and EVM compatibility for Bittensor.
Yeah.
And the thread goes deeper.
Yeah, but so the thing that stood out to me, dynamic Tao, important because this is like addressing some, I guess, perceived inefficiencies and like the incentives for the subnets themselves, right? There might be a better way to do it, I guess, to like, de-incentivize things like, I don't know, collusion or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So I think that's what's being addressed there. So we need to do more research and make more videos into the future explaining that. But the thing that stood out to me was the EVM,
yeah,
like injection into all of this, right?
So this is what led us to believe what another reason to kind of look into the ecosystem is that people are going to be launching tokens from this network.
Most likely, right? Because like, what do you do with smart contracts most of the time?
You launch assets.
Right. You inject more incentivization models within an ecosystem, right?
Yeah.
I think Ethereum has clearly demonstrated that. Like DeFi emerged. A lot of things have emerged just with the EVM smart contract layer, right?
Yeah. I mean, so if that's the case, if we're going to be launching tokens from Bittensor in the same way we launch tokens from Ethereum,
yeah,
what up or down, right?
Feels like an up.
Yeah.
Feels like an up is coming for sure, but not necessarily just for the Tao token, right? Like that's going to be for sure what's going to capture everyone's awareness. It's like, holy shit, there's a new Ethereum-esque protocol in town, right?
That's right.
But it's going to be which of these tokens, because we know the majority are going to be shit, like straight ass, like 99.9%. But some of them...
There's like a kind of an indicator of interest. I mean, these tokens come from subnets.
Theoretically.
And these subnets operate via staked Tao tokens.
Right.
So the staking is going to help you decide what is valuable. Because I doubt the staking is, people are just going to stake on like random stuff that doesn't really work, because that's the point of not.
It's a good point. Yeah. So there's a little bit of like a reputation
that's right.
maintenance to all this whole system, right?
Yeah. It's like a crowdsourced value proposition, right? And then the more staking that occurs on a subnet, the more valuable it's perceived to be.
Yeah, so if you're wondering why we're mentioning subnets at all, it's because the existing subnets, I bring back that list. There's quite a few of them nowadays, but there weren't.
Yeah.
I think in the early days, there was only like 20 or so, and I think it's expanded to like either 50 or 60. And I think this list can continue to grow, but there's some sort of like probably governance process behind how to actually activate new subnets or whatever, right? The ecosystem scales gradually. But the point is, none of these have any like native token to them, right? But I think the introduction of this DTAO, there will be a token, but it won't be like a tradable vehicle, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So, but with the injection of an EVM like smart contract, you can now create like derivatives essentially.
Correct. Yeah.
Of these subnets. That's what we're expecting will happen. Why do we assume so? Because we have like, there's a historical reference point here. Like whenever we were first witnessing DeFi emerge and like those early protocols, they were doing useful things and they were leveraging Ethereum smart contracts to create like very sensible services and products. But the thing they were all lacking were tokens, right?
Yeah.
I remember those days. And that's like, we're like, man, unless these guys figure out how to like create sensible tokenomics around their protocols, the market is most likely not going to pay attention.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I remember those days because it was like, man, it's cool that we can leverage DeFi to like stake our stable coins and generate like 5%.
It's fucking really cool.
Right? And then like not even a few months later, they took the ecosystem took that concept. They're like, not 5%. We're going to give you 20,000%.
That's right. It's like, don't ask how we're doing it.
Yeah.
Just fucking stake.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let's fucking do it. And we had a mania, right?
That's right.
Food coin mania, yield farm mania, all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it's interesting. So I think, the Tao purists, I'm sure, hate this idea.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, you're soiling our good name, guys. We're going to have literally like Tao pasta pretty soon.
Tao pasta, yeah.
Tao potato.
Yeah.
It's coming, right? But those like market participants, they're going to be all over this. So yeah, that's our synopsis of a bull thesis and why we must start paying more attention.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Well, if there's any questions on Bittensor, let us know in the comment section below. And I appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Peace.